Even if you're into anime or you aren't, Blue Eye Samurai honestly deserves a watch, especially if you like good audio. So let's get into it. Alright, so Blue Eye Samurai, it's on Netflix, 8 episodes, just your kind of typical like lone samurai wandering the countryside. But with that being said, it definitely has some very unique twists to it and aspects to it that make it stand out amongst other storylines that may be quite similar. Truth be told, I haven't seen the entire 8 episodes. I think I'm on episode 4 right now, but I just wanted to tell you about it right now because I was very excited with just how incredible the audio is. I know there's going to be a lot of critics out there who praise this show, not just on the audio, but obviously this is an audio-centric channel, so that's what I'm going to focus on. But because this is anime, you're going to get a lot of stylized action scenes where, you know, time slows down a lot and then speeds back up. So obviously you have to have sound design that goes along with that to really sell that moment of time slowing down. And it sounds incredible. So this show is in Dolby Atmos, so you will get the best, most immersive experience if you have a really nice Atmos setup. This theater here can support several different configurations, but right now I have it set up as 7.4.6. So I've got 7 ear level speakers, 6 high channels, and 4 subwoofers in each corner. And man, Blue Eye Samurai really pushes it to its limits. I do love coming across animated stuff like this because since it's animated, there are no sounds that you record on set. Everything has to be put in post-production. So for the sound department, it's even more intense because you have to include every single possible sound. But since this is a show about samurai, obviously you're dealing with samurai swords. And man, the sound design just for the swords alone is really well done. When the swords clash, when swords are dragged across certain surfaces like the ground or wood, when swords hit trees or in fact slice right through them. A lot of times you'll have a sword hit across something and then the sound just trails off so slowly just all around you. So those moments are really cool too. But obviously just the action scenes in general are incredibly well choreographed and each little sound is accounted for. Hits and thumps and thuds, reactions to getting hurt. Dialogue clarity is spectacular. They even have a character who's there for comedic relief, and I adore this character. He's really cool. He's really funny. But even just the tone of his voice comes through very well in the mix. So whoever was in charge of just the dialogue, they did a very, very good job. But I will say this, it's not just about the action scenes and the swords and impact sounds when they're punching each other and stuff like that. No spoilers or anything, but there is this group of 4 called the 4 Fangs, and they are sent to follow and track down the Blue Eye Samurai. But you don't really get a sense of like just how legendary they are, except for the sound design involved with them. There's a scene in which the 4 Fangs enter this little restaurant, this little tea house, and just them walking on the wood floor, just that alone. Clearly they are huge and they are heavy and you could hear it in just the weight of their footsteps across this wooden floor. So just that helps sell just how ominous and powerful these people are. And that if and when they find the Blue Eye Samurai, that it's going to be quite the showdown. The subwoofers were going crazy with each and every step, all the creaks and bending of the wood, even their armor rustling with every step and every movement. It's fantastic. The level of detail on the sound design alone is just incredible. There's even a moment where like the person who helped train the Blue Eye Samurai when they were a young kid was like pushing this lever to stoke a fire over and over. And every single time that he pushed in to stoke the fire more, man, just that was a subwoofer workout. Just pressurizing my room every single time that he pushed forward. I mean, did they have to put that much LFE into each and every stroke? No, but I really liked it. It honestly took me by surprise and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm here for this ride. So yeah, clearly I'm going to finish the Blue Eye Samurai because now I'm invested in the story and I want to see what happens at the end. But I just wanted to quickly tell you about it in case this wasn't on your radar, especially if you have a really nice Dolby Atmos setup, because man, it really takes advantage of immersive audio and completely surrounds you with this incredible sound design. So yeah, that's it. I just want to let you know that it's out there. It's really cool. And it sounds fantastic. Truth be told, it is anime and it is about samurai, so there are some parts that are pretty gory. Those moments are few and far between, at least so far with the 4 episodes I've seen, but there were a couple moments that were a bit shocking. I was like, oh, all right then, we're gonna go there. So just an FYI to those who might get a little squeamish with scenes like that. So yeah, if you have one of the higher tier plans of Netflix and you got a really nice Dolby Atmos setup, I highly recommend Blue Eye Samurai. So now it's your turn. Have you seen Blue Eye Samurai? If so, what did you think about the sound design? If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend it. As always, please be kind to each other out there. Don't just watch the Blue Eye Samurai, experience it with a nice Dolby Atmos setup. And of course, always be listening.